Hello, gorgeous Virgos. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. This is going to be for the 8th to the 14th of December. But you know what? It might be just an energy whenever you're seeing this, to be honest, because the way that I'm doing today's readings is going to be a little bit different. I really want to dive into your energy, and I have been sitting in it for some time trying to figure out what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. So yeah, I'm excited to dive in. So it might be too specific, might not resonate with everyone. So that's okay too. But I just really want to dive into what the main message is here from Spirit. So as we're saying that, I just remembered I need to restart my camera. Otherwise it's going to cut off very rudely halfway through. Now, shall I dive into your messages? Because they were quite confusing at first. I've been really sitting in and really trying to understand what's going on around you. I feel like everything's up in the air for you guys right now, and maybe nothing is concrete or nothing is really grounded. But don't worry, that's going to change. And we have some very powerful messages for you guys. So let's dive in, shall we? My phone is there because I got some music going on, actually, because that's going to help me. Which one do I want? This is more complicated. So we're actually going to dive straight into this gorgeous energy that we've got here, which is this beautiful progression. You have protection, which came out first for you. This is a time to eclipse things out. This says call your power back. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. So some of you may have felt lost. That would make sense with this Five of Pentacles here. This is my card of feeling, abandoned in some way or feeling at a loss. It's always my card of feeling a hole inside, right? You don't feel whole within yourself since something may have happened, right? And maybe it is still lingering. Again, protection says it's time to call your power back. It's time to block, right? As you can see here, they're all got their arms crossed. It's time to cut things out. Even things that are taking your power from you. That, of course, can be people. That can be how much time or energy you're giving to people. It can also be your phone, right? Your social media. It can be YouTube videos, how often you're watching that. Whatever is making you feel powerless, because all these things can make you feel powerful, but whatever is making you feel powerless, it's time to cut the cord. It's time to get rid of it, right? It's time to cut it out so you can come back to yourself. Soul retrieval is such an important part of this card, I believe, because it feels again like you've been feeling maybe like you've been not being connected to your soul, not being connected to spirit, to the divine. So again, you're really removing anything that's been blocking that. And this card being the darkness and this being the middle, which is saying break the chain, right? So this is you coming out of this cave, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So this is you really cutting away from generational curses, as they call it, right? So this is about you doing things that people in your family, your ancestors couldn't do. So this is you kind of breaking the mold here, which is so powerful. So again, you're coming out the darkness and you're rewriting the future for yourself. And then this says answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So again, going from this darkness to the light, you are going to find that when you protect your energy, when you call back your soul, when you start blocking out, cutting out anything that is blocking your energy, or again, is taking your power from you. And the more that you start cutting these chains and moving away from, I want to say the devil energy, toxic connections, anything we feel tied to, addictions, temptations, whatever it be, moving away from that, you're going to find so much more clarity in life. You're going to start stepping into this gorgeous energy. And I believe this is Jupiter here, which is about expansion, luck, fortune. So all that's going to be coming for you when you start to come out this cave, when you start to let go of that devil energy, when you start to cut those cords away from that devil energy. And then your purpose might be clearer, because she's in this beautiful light energy where she's asking, what is your soul calling you to do? So if you don't know what your soul's been calling you to do lately, you've been feeling a bit lost from purpose, that's changing. All right, you guys are breaking the mold. All right, some of you could feel a bit like the black sheep in the family, the odd one out, or outgrowing certain things in life. Right, my angels. And then you have this interesting combo. Now, first of all, my first initial thought when I saw these cards were, you're facing the wrong way. There's an opportunity behind you, and this is you facing the wrong way. So what I kind of got here was, if you've been trying to ask for help from the universe, or you've been trying to, what I kind of saw was that this is how you've been feeling, and this is a hole that you've been in, whatever that means, financial hole, feeling left out in the cold by spirit, by the universe, whatever it be, abandoned, away from relationships. I don't know what it is that you feel a lack in, but there's a hole here. And I feel like every now and again, maybe often, because what spirit was telling me is that you guys have always been such a strong person, even from when you were a child. I almost saw glimpses of you and your energy always being the advocate in your family, or always being the one to stand out, always being the one to ask for help if no one, let's say you grew from a family of victim mindset. You've always been the one trying to find the answers, trying to find a way. The Page of Wands is such a beautiful card because it doesn't believe in the impossible. It's such a creative, childlike energy. It's so innocent that everything is, everything's possible. You just have to ask for it, right? Closed mouths don't get fed. I feel like this is you constantly opening your mouth. But during this week, Page of Wands is just a little suggestion that there is an opportunity coming your way, for sure. A new beginning with the Ace of Wands. But I feel like you're facing the wrong direction for it. What does that mean? Let me show you what I wrote down, if it's any different to what I've already said. Because I was really trying to stare at that. You guys have always been an advocate. All right, maybe for your family, right? Maybe trying to get them to get help, that thing, trying to call. I don't know. I felt like I saw someone who's, I don't know. I just saw this energy of you were the one looking for help. I don't know how to express that. What did I see? Yeah, not seeing an opportunity behind you, or not seeing an opportunity in general. A new start, not being able to see an opportunity or a new start. Looking in the wrong direction. Trying to get out of a hole. I guess I said everything here. I also felt a tap on your shoulder. On my shoulder. On your shoulder. I saw a tap on your shoulder. And I feel like that could be someone giving you an idea. Or it could be someone asking you for help. And in that way, that's going to be your new beginning. That's what I was seeing with this card. I'll show you. It's almost like spirit was tapping on the shoulder. A lot of you guys, a big part of your purpose is to help others. Like, as I said, but being an advocate, a lot of you guys are here to really help people who can't really help themselves. So yeah, what does that mean for you? I'm just going to leave that on the table. But as I said, Ace of Wands looks really good for you guys. It is a new beginning. You're being offered something directly from source, from spirit. And it's going to help you come out of this hole that you feel like you've been in. Let's dive into a bit more messages for you. Like, what do I want to say? I almost want to say, like, in a way, it pays off to be a bit naive. The Page of Wands, feeling like anything is impossible, right? Having that mindset is what makes you find a way. So I feel like for some of you, it is about coming out of this victim mindset or feeling low since something happened, right? When we think about cord cutting, devil energy, maybe this all happened when something really, terrible happened, when you were attached to something, or something's bugged you, or something's taken your power from you, that you felt this way. But Page of Wands, you've still tried to show up for yourself, right? You still tried, you still pushed, you still felt like you don't need to stay here. You can get your power back. But again, maybe you've been trying in the wrong direction. What do I mean by that? Page of Wands. Sorry, I'm not going to clarify the cards. This is not a clarifying deck. I want to see what other messages you got. Please, Spirit, for Virgo, express yourself. That's interesting. This says communication is key. Talk about it. Maybe talking about your experiences might help you release it, right? Maybe it is a time to reach out to others. But express yourself. This could be about journaling, right? It could be a really good time to speak about what's going on within you, right? What is this energy? Because I always say this, but the worst thing we can do is neglect the neglected part of ourselves. That's just gonna, if this is an inner belief system that you've got, or just deep feelings and emotions that need attention, the worst thing we can do is ignore them when they need to be seen. Our shadow parts need to be seen. Otherwise, they just stay in the shadows, right? How do you get rid of shadow? You shine a light on it. What's a light? Awareness. Anyway, so expressing yourself could really help you figure out, what is this Five of Pentacles to you? What are you suffering with? What are you struggling with? What are you feeling? All right, what else going on for Virgos? Master Manifester. So that's always been your magical energy. You've always found a way. This says, congratulations, you made it. Everything is possible. Always know that you can. That's the Page of Wands. You've always been this way. Love that for you. Okay, but anyway, I actually want to dive into your cards and see a bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out one of these and I'm going to ask a question. And my question is going to be, what does Virgo need more of during the week ahead? Honesty. Again, that could come down to that. Express yourself. All right. And what does this say? This says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And I wonder if that has something to do with this cord cutting. Right, there could be an attachment here where you feel like something took your power away from you, something took your truth maybe from you, right? Maybe that means that your experiences were not validated. Maybe it means that someone lied about you, right? Maybe it means that someone lied about what they were doing and you never got that clarity. So maybe the Page of Wands is you trying to find the clarity. Just try and find what's missing. But they're saying you've been looking in the wrong direction. You're being given something better. Don't know. Purpose. I can expect it from myself. So knowing your truth, knowing your truth is going to be very important. Well, my phone died and so did the music. So that's depressing. But anyway, let's move forward. Let's see what else is going on for you. Let's see what's going on for my Virgos. What is the messages that want to come out, please? Unconditional love. So that's gorgeous energy. This says love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. Did I say this to you? But I do feel like you're going to be called to help others who, again, like might be struggling within themselves. They feel like they can't help themselves. So that's an energy coming up for you. And I feel like that's why Mary Magdalene's coming up, because it is about you bringing unconditional love to a situation. And that's probably what makes people, take advantage of you sometimes, Virgo. So make sure that you have boundaries. Okay. Make sure you express your boundaries. But don't let people take that beautiful essence away from you, right? Sometimes people in life can make us harden up and feel like people don't deserve our love. But there are some people in the world who do. All right. Anything else for Virgos during the week ahead? Any messages that are important for them to know? Purification. I can't read these in reversal because they wouldn't make any sense. But this says it's time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. So connecting to your spirit, to yourself, to your soul is so important during this time in your life, Virgo. I feel like journaling is going to be so important for you. And asking yourself, what do you need to, call your energy back from? What's taking your power? What's taking your energy? What is making you feel depleted? You can look at that in your routines as well. Like, what do you do that makes you feel completely exhausted? And how can you balance that? Maybe adding extra things, right? Sometimes we can't quit our job because we got bills to pay, right? So sometimes it really is, okay, like how can I balance that? Balance the scales here. So whatever it is, purification is asking for you for a detox. And this could mean maybe your food, maybe your diet, maybe about drinking a bit more so you can flush things out. But it's also about crying. It's about expressing your feelings. Allow yourself to let it go. Because sometimes that's the best way to let something go is by crying it out, right? Right? So that you can fully feel all these feelings. And then you have no more tears left to cry. After that, you feel like, you know what? I think I purged it out. I'm going to dive into a few more cards for you. Let's see. What's going on for my Virgos in the week ahead? What messages do they need to hear? The King of Wands, your ability to adapt. And again, a spark is coming up in your life, a new idea. What is that Ace of Wands? I actually want to clarify that energy. The Five of Wands. That's something that's going to push you out of a conflict. Because Five of Wands, again, is like mental conflict. Like I said in the beginning of your reading, it felt like your energy is a bit scattered. Five of Wands would suggest that too. That's mental conflict. Things are kind of contradicting each other. Things are battling each other in your mind. Could also be conflict around you. Hence why we're also saying other things like that. Chaos, a cycle. Ace of Wands is actually going to be giving you a brand new beginning. A brand new idea. Something's grounded. King of Wands might be coming from you though. Let's see. Pay attention to your dreams for sure. Pay attention to what stands out to you. Can you clarify that Ace of Wands? Six of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. That's that Jupiter, like I said. Six of Swords. So when you move away, I wonder if this like your attention's focused on, again, the wrong things. I don't know what that means for you, again, Virgo, but maybe it's on the past. Six of Swords is, again, you moving forward is what's going to lead towards expansion. It's exactly what I said with that Jupiter energy over here as well. When you heal, when you break the chain from the devil energy and choose to rewrite your future, you choose to, I was seeing a train, Virgo, I read in like visuals a lot of the time, and it almost feels like when you derail the train, like where your path is heading at the moment, or if you were to keep doing the same things, the way that you've been doing it, things, whatever that is to you, your routines, whatever, focusing on something, whatever it is, sticking around, feeling helpless, hopeless, whatever it be for you. If you carried on down this cycle, you might end up in the same ancestral patterns family members may have been in, right? But it feels like when you choose to move away from that and heal from that, Six of Swords, to cut the chains of that, to leave behind the chaos, the conflict, the arguments, the defeat, and you move towards success, the Wheel of Fortune is all about success and fortune. Some of you will be moving into a really beautiful city. Some of you will be proposed to. I'm seeing a ring. I just feel like good things start happening, like aligning for you, like good, amazing. I don't know. Like, I just feel like almost like a movie. Incredible things start happening. You almost enter a brand new world where you're being blessed like constantly. I almost feel like the movie about that luck. I don't know. What is it called? I think it's got Lindsay Lohan in it. And it's like, maybe since meeting someone, you got bad luck, or it feels that way, right? It's something took your power from you, because in the movie, she's got great luck. She, everything she touches basically turns to gold, like Midas touch. And then she kisses this very unlucky guy, and now she's unlucky and he's got her luck. So I wonder if that's almost like an energy exchange. What am I speaking about? I don't know. I did tell you. I'm just going to have to trust my gut with these readings. So King of Wands, Five of Wands. It does feel like you guys are going to have an idea, and it's going to end a cycle that you've been stuck in for some time. This may have been an idea that you've had for a while, but just never directed your energy into. Because King of Wands, like I said, it's behind you. And I never knew what Spirit meant. I still don't know what Spirit means by saying like it's behind you. Some of you could go into theater, by the way, because that's like a very common phrase in the UK. Where they say like it's behind you, like it's, yeah. Let's get a little number here for you guys. A number 7. This could really be in your relationships, all right? Because that's what this house in astrology is, right? 7th house is your relationships, your romantic relationships, your business partnerships, okay? Like your really close, intimate relationships is an area of your life where this week is going to be, shining a bit of a light on here, okay? But number 7 could be important to you. I'm a Virgo, and number 7 is literally tattooed on my finger here. You can't even see it. It's my lucky number and my life path number. So let me know if you're also life path number 7 in the comment section below. But either way, if I'm going to sum this up for you guys, Virgo, you guys are breaking maybe, a very unlucky cycle in your life. You guys are, cutting away from the devil energy, anything that's taken your power from you. This is something that you are cutting away from, and you are changing your focus. I still don't know what I mean by that, but I do feel like it's going to land you an amazing new beginning. And once again, where you're ending conflicting cycles, maybe ones of envy, jealousy, or again, conflict with someone, or a cycle. And I feel like you're actually entering a much more powerful version of yourself, because you're showing up as the King of Wands, which is a leader, a creative leader, maybe even famous. King of Wands and the Queen of Wands are both my like famous or very well-known, popular kings and queens. Like everyone knows their name, right? It's like, that's what I see. So for some of you, if you want to be in a spotlight, maybe that's just to have a successful business. This is a really good time for that, right? A new idea, a spark is coming through. What else do I get with this? And filling up a void. That's the main thing that's coming up for you guys, where you're really understanding what that might be, or what might be still causing that. So yes, maybe it's worthiness, because 5 of Pentacles can sometimes be that. Your worthiness, something is taken your worthiness away from you. So really diving into your past, most likely, to figure out what that is. And honesty, not needing honesty from others. You cannot expect it from others, but you can expect it from yourself. So talk about it. Talking about your truth could be really important for you, Virgo. All right, my angels. Anyway, breaking the chain and answering the call. What is your soul calling you to do? All right, tap into that energy a bit more. But anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. I hope this reading made some sense to you. If it did, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you've not already. But aside from that, I'll see you guys next time.